Well, hey everybody! Wow, you look great out there! Not as good as me, but you still did a decent job. There's still some folks coming in, so I don't know if any of you have an extra seat at the table. Invite folks in. We're doing stand-up, so you might have to stand up to watch. That's just how it happens. This is a great turnout, though. Welcome to our joint queer comedy showcase between Huntington Pride and Huntington Comedy. Appreciate the chance to, hopefully make y'all laugh a little bit tonight. So, how's the fit tonight? You like it? Of course you do. So these glasses are my Elton John glasses. Did anybody make it out to our brunch a couple Sundays ago? Yeah. So I came out and did Elton John. It went pretty well. I really was stretching way outside of my comfort zone by playing an eccentric old faggot, but somehow I made it work, okay? Somehow I pulled it off. But something did come out of it. Okay, so those of you who've heard my comedy before, Little Baby Doug, a guy I was dating for a while, really into it, he left me last summer. That's also when I started doing stand-up. And I haven't had a lot of luck in the dating realm since. I'm kind of a hard sell. I'm a feminine top, a blouse, if you will. I do drag, and so evidently a lot of guys aren't into that sort of thing. But something happened. Something good came out of playing Elton. So this Herald Dispatch photographer, right, he snapped this great picture of me on stage in my Elton shit. And as I'm sure the photographer intended, I snatched that from the Herald Dispatch page and I put it on my Grindr profile. I didn't even do a photo credit. I'm that asshole. So I start getting that sound. And I'm like, what is going on? And I look and I'm getting all these messages and they're mostly from these younger guys. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, hey daddy. I'm like, what is happening here? So I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what's going on? And then I realized, okay, these are younger homos. I bet their parents never played them that classic Elton John hit. You know the one, how did it go? It went, don't let your sun go down on me. Or something like that. I think that's pretty close. All righty, how y'all doing tonight? All right. I'm going to tell you some jokes. I prefer jokes that are like real groaners, so I hope you're into that because that's what you're going to hear. So I don't know why my brain works the way it does, but I had this really stupid punchline pop into my head late one night. I'm like, I'm going to use that for something. It sounds like a bad catchphrase from a Kansas sitcom, and I decided to use it 3 times in a row, okay? So here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
We good for? All right. So here's the first one. You sure you're ready for this?
Do it.
All right. So last fall, COVID numbers were starting to go down. We thought we were going to be able to have festivals and live a normal life again in the city of Huntington. And the city opened it up so that we could go and apply for festival licenses. Well, there was a run on these. And little known fact, for a moment, Huntington Pride and Chili Fest were scheduled for the same date last October. All right, and there was kind of this stand down where the fags were like, you change your date. And the chili people, I don't know how to refer to them. I don't know a slur for chili people. These fucking pepperheads, they were like, no, you change your date. And I was like at the middle ground. I'm like, you know what? Why don't we just have them both on the same day? We'll literally have everybody in the city downtown. Pride doesn't have to worry about food trucks. Chili Fest doesn't have to worry about entertainment. It'll be great. But then I thought a little more, and I'm like, you know what, though? Later that evening, when I'm trying to rail a guy in an alley behind a dumpster, and he's now gone through 10 chili tickets because you always get 10. It's a better deal that way. It could get a little messy. So maybe not really that great of an idea unless you really, really miss Chili Willis. Just gonna let that one simmer for a minute. So, the number one question asked at both festivals that day, honey, are you sure you want to eat that? All right, there was the first time. You ready for the second?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it again. That was stupid, right? All right, but we're going to keep going. Okay, so as I said, I'm a blouse. But I'm also very dominant, but I'm also very into consent. It can make things a little awkward sometimes. So there's this guy, right, and he's going down on me, and he's really going at it hard. Like, he's gagging, he's choking. He had never heard that Elton John song, evidently. And so I looked down into his watery little eyes, and I'm like, yeah, you like that? But not in a porn way, like I actually wanted to know, but he wasn't getting it. So, I have to interrupt the whole flow, I have to pull him off, and he's like, what, was I doing something wrong? And I said, no, I just wanted to ask you a question. And I said, honey, are you sure you want to eat that? All right, there's 2. We're gonna go for 3. You guys ever think about the sea turtles? That's quite a transition, right? So sea turtles, for some reason, become the poster child for choking on plastic. Like, we don't care about any other little sea animals. It's all about the sea turtles. Ever since I was a little kid, and some of you will relate to this, my mom will show me to cut up the little things off the top of the 6. But because why? Because the sea turtles will choke. Okay? But then I started thinking about it, and we don't do kink shaming in our community. And I'm like, what if there are some kinky little sea turtles and they want to be choked a little, right? So I found this little sea turtle and I looked at him and I was like, yeah, do you like that? But he couldn't answer because he was choking. And I'm not going to use it again yet. But no, here's the real problem. And this is a fact. It's not those little plastic ring things. It's plastic bags. Because the plastic bags get in the ocean, they float around and they look like jellyfish, okay? And sea turtles really love jellyfish. Like, when they go to Jellyfest, they buy the 10 tickets because it's the best deal. And then later that evening behind the, different. No, here's the point though. I know how to fix this problem, all right? Now listen, this is good. I've got it pegged. No more worried about the sea turtles. So, these plastic bags, right, they're floating around the sea turtles. Sea turtles know how to read. Did you know that? Very smart creatures. I know they know how to read because once a year, they come up on the beach and they lay their eggs right under the signs that say sea turtle nesting area, right? So obviously these little bastards can read. So all we have to do, any plastic bag that we make from now on, we just print on the side of it, honey, are you sure you want to eat that? All right. Thank you, baby. All right. Let's see. I'm going to take a little liberty here. I'm not going to keep it much longer. You guys want to hear one more story from me? Yeah! All right. I'll do one more story. I mentioned little baby Doug earlier. That was a weird breakup because he didn't leave because we hated each other or had any kind of problems at all. He left normal Huntington problem because he had to pursue his career. And so we didn't break up. He was just gone. And we still love each other and all that, and we're still good friends. So this February, over the winter, I went to visit little baby Doug in Baltimore. It was his birthday weekend. I got there on a Friday night. He turned 25 at midnight, and so we went out. We went to dinner. It was nice. I was looking around at dinner, though, and it was like there was Old Bay on every table. Like half the menu items had Old Bay, and I was like, oh, what is it? Baltimore and Old Bay? What's going on? But that's beside the point. So then we go out later that night, and I'm excited, Here I am, this Huntington boy. I'm like, we're in the big city of Baltimore. He's going to take me to some really awesome gay bar. We're having a great night. And so we get to this bar. Not a really awesome gay bar. It's this redneck country line dancing bar. So I'm like, all right. I drink a little more. We do some Cupid shuffle, some electric slides, some of that bullshit. And I get a couple of birthday shots lined up, right? It's almost midnight. I'm ready. Just before it turns midnight and we're about to do these shots, the lights in the bar come up. The music in the bar comes down. These 3 scantily clad, professional line dancers climb on top of the bar. They unfurl these American flags and start waving them. And this weird-ass version of the national anthem starts playing. What kind of fucking dystopian nightmare am I in? Literally, y'all, they were doing a Blue Lives Matter tribute in the middle of the night, in the middle of a bar, in the middle of Baltimore. Okay. Exactly the correct reaction. Thank you. So, me and Doug, who are the only fags in this bar, look across at these two black girls who are the only black girls in the bar, and we do one of these things like. And so, we did our birthday shots, we left. Here's the conversation in the Uber on the way home. I'm sure the Uber driver loved this. Doug, what the fuck? I come to Baltimore, you take me to this racist ass bullshit bar, and he looks at me and says, well, you have to get the full Baltimore experience. And Doug, I did not. If I wanted to hang out at a bar with a bunch of bullshit racist homophobes, I would have stayed in Huntington and gone to the Union, okay? So, still in the Uber driver doing one of these over his mask, and I say, all right, Doug, here's the thing. If you don't take me to do some real faggoty shit tomorrow, I'm leaving and going back to Huntington. And so it started off well. Next day, picture it, Baltimore. He takes me down to the harbor. It's beautiful. We have brunch. Brunch is always a little gay. A good start to the day. But I look around again, and there's like Old Bay on fucking everything. Have you ever been to Baltimore? Old Bay everywhere. And I'm starting to get a little paranoid about it. I think my beer tastes a little like Old Bay. I think the salad tastes a little like Old Bay. Like the buttholes are starting to taste a little like Old Bay. I'm getting a little paranoid about it. I shit you not, the next stop, we go to this little store down by the harbor. The second floor, very gay. It's all this like Andrew Christian jock straps and other like really gay underwear. That's nice. The first floor of this place, everything was Old Bay branded merchandise, including they still had this Christmas tree up 12 feet tall that they had built out of various sizes of Old Bay cans, okay? I'm like, Doug, get me away from this Old Bay shit. I don't get it, all right? So, fast forward. Later that evening, we go to the Eagle. Has anybody ever been to the Eagle in any city anywhere?
Yes.
Very gay, okay? Like, now, we're getting somewhere. Walk in the front door, drag show going on, yes please. So we watch that for a minute. This drag queen comes out in an Old Bay outfit. I said, Doug, no. We gotta get away from this shit. So, we start going towards the back of the Eagle. The further you go towards the back of the Eagle, it gets darker, it gets gayer. Okay? I'm enjoying myself. I start to hear the distinct sounds of some gay loving happening around me. We get to the very back room, very dark. I'm looking around, men in various states of undress in this room. And I see through the darkness, there's this very hot guy in the corner, right? And he's wearing a harness and some really cute underwear. And he gives me the universal, you want to come over and get a little sucky sucky symbol? And yes, I did. So I went over, and he gets down on his knees, gets everything ready, he's about ready to begin. And I look down at him and I say, honey, are you? No, I'm not doing that again. No, let me back up. So he gets everything ready, he's ready to begin. I look down, and out of this secret compartment in his underwear, he pulls out a can of Old Bay! I ran out of the bar, came straight back to Huntington, never again. Fuck Baltimore, fuck little baby Doug. Huntington is my town. How we doing tonight, Huntington? All right, thank you. You are a great crowd already, and it's only going to get better for you from here on out. We have some great comedians here for you tonight. Are you guys ready to bring on another comedian, or should I pick on somebody for a minute? Are you two here as a couple? No. Your sister? Well, this.
She's engaged.
Why? Her sister's engaged. Why?
She's hot.
Oh, she's.
And Australian.
Oh, this is a gay thing, so I can talk to you. Now tell me about your fiance.
She's Australian.
She's Australian. Wait, did you like the sea turtle stuff? Do you want more or less sea turtle content?
About the same. That's great.
About the same? Well, all right, do I do this or not? Do you know how sea turtles and lesbians are similar? They both choke on plastic. I give you that one for free. All right, enough of that bullshit. I'm gonna bring in our next comic. She is absolutely fantastic. She did our Pride Festival back in 2019. She is always one of my favorite comics to see and listen to here in Huntington. You guys are going to love and adore her. Give a big round of applause for Miss Hillary Brewster.